Did you know that shooting Parks and Rec as a mockumentary was not just a choice based on style preferences of the day, but actually a very clever way to maximize the comedy during shooting? Here's how. In her book, Yes Please, Amy Poehler talks about the shooting process for Parks and Rec. They would rehearse the scenes like a play, and then have multiple cameras shooting at the same time and run through them top to bottom multiple times so that you could stay in the flow and improvise as much as you wanted.
This scene is a perfect example of how our crew works together really well. You know, sound is adjusting with where a boom can stand, and camera are zipping everywhere. We had a real time constraint with the hot air balloon.
If an actor made a new choice, a camera could swing to catch it. They would have one blank lighting setup so that you wouldn't have to spend time readjusting the lighting for every single shot. Makeup and hair touch-ups were minimal. By shooting this way, they ended up shooting about twice as many pages as you would have on a regular film set. The emphasis was really on the story and the characters and making things as funny as possible. It also created an environment in which people were allowed to play and encouraged to play. Everybody was working together and making things the best that they could. Pretty often, if they had time at the end of the day, they would do a fun through, which honestly is a lot like what we would do in theater sometimes. You just run through it and kind of throw everything to the wind and see what comes out the other end. A lot of the time, they wouldn't even use those last takes, but it made things fun. And I think that you can still feel that joy through Parks and Rec when you go back and watch it.
Do you play tennis?
I don't know.
Are you aware of what tennis is?
Yeah.
What point comes after deuce?
Wipe?
So they had fun shooting Parks and Rec. Why does this matter for you? Well, I think it's really important to choose the format in which you tell a story based on what you want to emphasize within the story itself. If you want to make something that looks really polished and fancy, maybe a mockumentary isn't the style that you need. But I think it's important to ask yourself as a creator and storyteller, what is the point that I'm trying to make? And what, if I have no control over everything else, is the thing that I want to hold paramount to everything else? For Parks and Rec, that was comedy and fun. For you, it might be something totally different. Is there a time when a specific format served your story in a really effective way? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful and you want more tips about how to use classic storytelling methods to make more effective content, follow along.